Hello world, I am Dimo the Wizard. I have this video dedicated to a man named John Travolta. Many of you have known him as an actor who's done a couple of movies, but he lives in a small town actually. He lives in my town. Yet despite all the material gains and success he has, he's still humbled by the most basic of human experiences, the loss of a loved one. My heart goes out to you, John. I don't think there's any way to get back Mr. Jed. But I do have something else for you. A way to make it better. Make the world a better place. I'm going to share a technology today with you and for the rest of the world. A spell that can dispel the world's sadness. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Even if I'm millions of miles away, I can still expend this spell to you. A little backdrop knowledge. What sadness is. From what I gather, sadness is when you think in your mind and you think of all the things you depend on, all the things you're looking forward to seeing. You say, yes, I got that, I still got that, I still got that, and all of a sudden you hear a donk, a clunk, a void. There's something missing. And that void, that one neurodendrite, it clunks back, extends to other neurodendrites that are also attributed and attached to this one particular thought, this aspect, this entity. And when you realize something is missing, it usually doesn't feel too good, because when you're going by things you depend on and you see something is missing, you kind of feel helpless. And that it's the compact thought of being helpless that something is missing and then you depend on that something. That's what causes the beginning of sadness. And then from there, you feel it when that one missing void, that clunk, that echo, that vibration, that void, hits on other things that you also start to realize, and it floods your mind with these negative thoughts. We can't save humanity or an individual entity or person from a single thing that's missing. There's a lot of things that are always missing. Life is chaos, and a lot of things keep changing hands as you journey from one point to another. There's never a perfect transition, and there's never a part where you absorb and never release. At some point you do absorb and some things are taken away. But what we can do about it is to redirect the beginning of the thought itself. Sadness is a thought, it's a pattern of thoughts. At first it's when you go detecting and you realize something's missing. And then a chain of effect happens. The secondary part is that thought rings other things that are also missing because of that first thing. So what we're going to do, I'm not going to say we're going to get your loved one back, but what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a shift, a paradigm shift in your mind. Because if there is a way to exist in life and not feel bad about the loss, and it's to grow in a different direction, to branch off and go a different way. And then you don't have the loss because now you depend on something else that is there. And when you would depend on something else that is there and you don't depend on the other thing, that's when you start regrowing, you regroup, you refocus. Because you no longer feel helpless when you have another solution. You have to go around. But when you find a second solution, the first one, you don't depend on anymore, so you don't feel the sadness because you don't have that secondary and tertiary thought bounce. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you on a journey to your mind. We're going to give you a ticket. The ticket looks like this. Like I said, we're going to take you on a journey in your mind. Follow me. First what we're going to do, put you I've seen incense, I've seen scented candles, I've seen. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to say this little cheap trick. I'm not conjuring a bowl any kind of dish, as long as it has a large surface area. I don't care. The point is, this lots of colors on them. Green kiwis, yellow pineapples, red apples, orange melons. Which if you really want to go into depth, you can also get blue, green peppers, eggplant. They're pretty good colors on there. There's an optical effect. And also, if you're into spirit harmonics, there's a theory that goes that the body absorbs color. And that's what makes you feel somewhat better. Maybe you take a certain color out of your life. If you put that color in, you die. You put it, you paint your walls green or red or purple, or the color that you're missing, you start to heal. Red survival, better than yellow is happiness, goes up finally, purple is spiritual, psychic. But again, that color is page. Now, while you're at home, find yourself somewhere nice to recline and start to relax. Start to take deep breaths. Breathe out. Exhale all negative energy, all the negative ions. What doesn't hurt you? You're focusing on the positive. Focusing on the positive. We got a nice water, nice thing. Now, while you're breathing in and out, focus on my voice. You take your mind into a nice journey. Go somewhere. Imagine something. Take it. You're greeted by a big bird. There's a gust of wind coming in. Feel the sound of the wind. Big airplane. It seems to ride on the wind and use it. It seems natural. And out comes a pilot with professional sharp, nice crisp hair. Comes out and says, "Ticket, please." So you hand him your ticket. And he asks you into the seat, chairs, all different colors. They're all bright and vibrant. The floor seems to sparkle like diamonds. The very first row you see the bright red, and you see the orange, yellows, lime greens, indigo, dark blues, bonds of violets at the very end. All the colors, you can pick whatever seat you want. Relax. Look out the window, you're not afraid. You're not angry. You have no anxiety at all. You're just peaceful, tranquil. Breathe all that negative energy out. Look out your window. You are empowered to feel at ease out of crashing waves. You seem so far away, but you can still feel the misty cloud in your face. You still hear the crashing effect. The plane takes off. You feel light as a feather. You feel like you fly. You don't weigh a thing. You just breathe in, breathe out. You seem to feel weightless. Finally, the plane comes to an end. The Ritz-Carlton Hotel by the sea. You were greeted by a servant who's pretty polished. Doesn't have a hat on, but looks kind of ordinary, man. Nice shiny bald hair, looks like Mr. Clean. Caribbean Mr. Clean. He greets you most courteously, says, "Hey, welcome to the island, welcome to the hotel below, the Ritz-Carlton below. I take your bags? Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have any. It's yours, light as a feather. Come on, take a breather. You're coming up a plane. Breathe in, hold it, breathe out. Okay, feel a little better. I'm going to show you around the outside of this place before we head in. Take another tour. Now you smell the air, like the grass, like fresh spring rain. All nice and easy to breathe. He shows you beautiful flowers, carnations, roses, and cherry blossoms, the dandelions, lime greens, the indigo hibiscus, purple violets. Shows a whole menagerie of plants that watermelon over here. And natural little cherries. Finally, you walk past the blueberries and strawberries. He finally shows you the door. Ivory door. Ebony handle. Sleek and polished. You open it up, and inside, the smell changes. I used to smell wafting. The smell of bones and needles. It smells like soup with all the spices that you could imagine in the kitchen. It's warm, familiar feelings. You take a breath. You smell it again. It smells like a comfortable home, a place you wish you lived your whole life. Middle Eastern diner, right next to the stove. They brush you through an old wicker room. Finally, you went to the guest place suite. The smell changes. Now you smell chocolate, vanilla, nutmeg, and cinnamon. It smells like cinnamon rolls, cotton candy, milk chocolate, birthday cake, all the good smells that you could imagine. A fresh bakery. Finally, he seats you by the sauna. The steam's coming up from the vents. Then the breath is this saltwater steam bed makes you feel light as a feather. You're greeted by even more entree and more food. You see on the table more food than you could ever eat. You can partake if you like. Three other men are sitting there eating with you. You started to take notice of them. Spiritual leaders, philosophical leaders throughout history. Try and help you. They're revitalizing their spirit as well. They're here to help you. You see Gandhi and young Mother Teresa. You see Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. People that seem to be respected. They seem to know their stuff, but they're there to help you. They're there for you. As you take another breath, focusing on positivity, you're focusing on new habits, focusing on mending rich growth, focus this image, just focus on. You have men that are resisting you. Mother Teresa gets out a push wash and starts rubbing your feet. Gandhi takes a coconut butter and starts rubbing your back like you're a champion fighter, massaging your arms. Martin Luther King Jr. takes your hand and holds your hand and says, "We're here for you. We're here to create your positive moment just for you." And you see people from your own life that come up to you. Good, healthy family members that you respect, that are honorable and awesome, that you look up to. They come here and they're going to help you too. No matter what happens in the world, focus on this hotel. Focus on your happy moment. Focus on being at peace. Take a breath. Hold it. And let it go. You feel light as a feather. You smell all these good smells, the incense, chocolate, water, the breeze, fresh spring grass. Beautiful colors of all sorts, of all the spectrum. Nice and warm feeling. That's what we're going to remember from here on. You see cuddly warm dogs and kittens and animals that come out from their cages. They come to greet you with friendliness. They have not seen you in a long time. They're here to cuddle up to you and make you feel better. And they lick your nose and cuddle and nuzzle you. You feel happy. You feel relieved. You feel released. You feel positive. That's the thought I want you to take with you when you close your good day. And the most of this, I'm Demo the Wizard. I'm here to cast to dispel sadness. Thank you for listening and share this with your friends.